Greetings, thanks for joining us broadcast. This is the week of the apocalypse. Thank you for joining us. Apocalypse week. Just 8 days in, and the world's on fire. Always, United States is. So yeah, so the United States 5D timeline shift, time travel or channeling. So I'm not even sure if we're going to have a presidency after this. The way things are going at this point. So we're going through a major timeline shift if everyone no one's noticed. Future is unknown for very many reasons, obviously. There was like 3-4 fighter jets that flew over where I live, and that is like never happens. So as far as I know, so ramping up for something. So nothing but chaos. I mean, who knows? Trump might stay in. I'm not sure if there's going to be a presidency after all this, but we're about to find out, aren't we? So yeah, take it day by day. This is the year of chaos. You thought last year was a pain in the ass. Now, this is the year of anxiety, probably. This is a lot of breakdowns are going to happen. So I think last year is going to be a cakewalk compared to what we're going into next. Yeah, and Washington has turned into a cartoon. Yeah, if you want to be an actor, just become a politician. So Washington D.C. is the East Coast version of Hollywood. So it's funny how they act all dramatic and care about things. You can't say anything anymore because of censorship. So Twitter's been throwing people off left and right. So, and I'm not well known, so nobody gives a shit. So, yeah, or others that are similar to this. So it's all good. So, yeah, future's unknown. Who knows who's going to be president? Who the hell knows anything that's going on anymore? So, yeah, expect the unexpected. The year of chaos has begun. Yeah, the last year is nothing compared to this. Yeah, I think it's going to be more. I mean, I feel the vibration right now is so heightened. Like, was it the 6 was heavy? Is heavy right now, and on to the for a while it's going to be like this. So it's quite intense. So do some connections here. It's feel time traveler energies to be quite interesting. I don't know if it's helpful or not. I'm not sure if anything's helpful. A psychiatrist might be helpful right now for some people. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to have a presidency after this. It's really hard to say. This is not going to be your normal anything. So, this is why this is so difficult to predict. It's been so bizarre. Anything could happen right now. I would not expect the norm of it if it passed, because right now the left is out of control. They've freaking lost their minds for a reason. Don't know what that reason is, but they're just acting all cartoonish for some reason. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's humorous. I give it that. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. It's a comedy show. These politicians, they're unreal. They're real, but you put a laugh track when they speak. But it's just you can't take these people seriously. I can't take them seriously. They talk, they do all their thing. I just can't take any of it serious. It's just a big joke, basically. It's been a joke before, but now it's really showing it. So yeah, let them do whatever they want to do. They're going to do what they're going to do. Just it's going to be a drama show for quite some time, probably at least a week, 2 weeks of this. And who knows where else we're going to go after that. So, yeah, get your popcorn and, get your Valium or whatever the hell you need. Shit. Yeah, who knows? It's not going to get any better anytime soon, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, for those who are new to all of this, myivishunter.com. We have I don't know what we have here. It's private sessions. I can't think. Google Hangout, Zoom, and chatting by phone. The shop here. I'm on the 28th, 29th. 28th or 29th. I can't remember. But yeah, we're just moving as fast as I can, which is not saying much. Same situation here. You have webinar sign up. You have social network. My social network doesn't ban anybody, just to let you know. Rabbit and behind the scenes. Yeah, they're just getting started. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna have a presidency after this. I mean, it might be one, but it's just I don't know. It's hard to say. It's very difficult to predict this and just write it out. Yeah, just expect the unexpected. That's the big thing. So yeah, we're going to kind of leave it open for bizarreness as usual. Yesterday was transhumanism, which maybe not everyone can connect to, but it is quite common. Depends on what reality you're connected to. Transhumanism, like with AI, energy, part of creating life. I mean, at least involved with human development. Let's put it that way. Of course, God creates life, but putting things together, taking this and that, and making it a person. Artificial intelligence plays a role in that in some form or another. So, depending on who you're talking to. Well, when you think about a feline being, for example, you have different alien beings that do the same thing. Or just to go by the feline being. So if you're developing, you're taking DNA from yourself and other beings for the human development. What we are basically, a hairless ape, basically. However you want to look at that. Artificial intelligence most likely would be involved, like running it through a computer, testing things out, seeing if this works, if that works. So artificial intelligence does have a connection to it. It doesn't mean it's the only. It depends on what reality you connect to, also. So you can go on and on with that, but yeah, it's probably a little bit scary for some people with artificial intelligence connections, which is understood. It's not. It's a strange energy, but either way. All right, here we go. Blessings. I just figured I'd go into that from yesterday. So let's see, United States 5D timeline shift. So I connect to how about the United States? Maybe the human consciousness. I connect to the United States first. Now we'll go into human consciousness. That's what you get from that. And then we'll go into time traveler. That should be different. Okay, blessings. Here we go. Greetings to you. Yes, we are the consciousness of the United States. Yes, there's much human suffering. Much of it has been ignored, as you know, by the mainstream, not by individuals. Individuals, you have to do what you can to survive. You're not expected to save the world, as you know, just save yourself. But your propaganda machines can be used more wisely to help others. But instead, it's used to weaponize words and to use people. So it's using the energy of your human collective against itself. It's ciphering vibrations from the human collective, building. It's like an AI energy all on its own of how can we program society. So it's sucking energy from humanity and then attacking it. It's kind of like a virus. Yes, your mainstream media is a virus. And now you see how it works. On a metaphysical level, energy, yes, it's dangerous. Is there a pill for it? Well, it's a very deep virus, as you can see. It has variety of. It's almost like, yes, it's like your current virus with many different levels of manipulations. That's your media, the mindset, a weak energy overall. The media is completely weak. It is manipulated by um, old elite energies, your Illuminati energies, very old. Older than the Earth, actually. Um, but they know how to do trickster energies. They know how to trick your societies. They wait for people to get everything they want, and then they take it away. So yes, they build up societies, as has been brought up, and then they find ways of manipulating it slowly, like with your 1950s, introducing cigarettes a little bit more differently, violence a little bit more differently. Because in the 1950s, violence was there, but not as strong, and then it got darker and darker. It just shows your progress into madness, basically, into where even creativity is no longer creativity anymore. Because it shows in your entertainment, your movie industry, as yes, things were not perfect, of course, but it shows trying to be somewhat polite. But over time, it got darker and darker, and where yes, creativity died, and now it's technically dead. Not everywhere, but it's dead in a lot of ways. It might show that it has life. It calls itself creativity, but is it really creativity? Because if it was, you'd feel it. You'd feel it in your music. You'd feel it in everything. Feel more alive today. Many don't feel like they're alive right now. It's because the creativity is not as strong as it used to be. It's been damaged. It's been attacked. It's been taken over. It's been taken over. So your political system is not over yet. Yes, there is darkness there. I mean, one thing about darkness, it is not fully hidden. It thinks it is sometimes, but trust me, this is all known. Mother Earth knows about it. There's no secret of what's going on and manipulations. They're doing whatever they want because they know they're going to die out eventually. The hijacking of countries and all that. Well, a lot of the karma is coming back to the United States also, not necessarily towards the people themselves, but to those that did these things, the infrastructure that did those things to other countries. So the government is having its own karma. So is it going to be the same again? It is up in the air now, isn't it? I mean, look at Rome. Same thing. It did things that was horrible to other countries. Eventually, where is it today? Now it's an occult energy. Yes, it's moved on, but it's more of an occultic vibration. So we do see more of a higher vibration coming in for many of you, as many of you will be bringing in, yes, a lot of the mysteries of the earth. The world is, you can say, going into more of a biblical timeline, where anomalies were occurring. Anomalies happen now, but some of you feel you're actually part of those anomalies. So, yeah, many of you are connected to your wizard vibration. And that will get stronger. And those that don't believe in these things, which is always the case, they're not there spiritually. They have not been through what many of you have been through to get to where you are today. So many of you have been in those same positions, just watching all these things and all, but many of you have gone through a lot of pain to get to where you are today on a spiritual level. Yes, this world does not make it easy, as you know. Well, it wants to reflect the worst out of yourself onto you to make you go insane. It finds all your insecurities. They put it right all in your face. They want you to be misguided. But once you get through all of that, you find more of your authentic self. It comes through more clear. It just shows the insecurities of the beings that are controlling this earth. And many of you most likely will start to see them. They're terrified of your connections, of your awakening set, your patience. A lot of them are not very patient. So they are seeing more, you're reflecting their energy back to them. So you're putting a mirror of what they're doing back to them. And that's why some of you are seeing more clearly of the fakeness of your reality. It's going to become more clear and more clear of all these stage events. They're going to get more messier and more messier because they can't keep up the seduction anymore. The show is not going on anymore, but they're going to try. It's going to continue to break down right in front of them. It's inevitable. It's lost its power. Of course, the magicians are going to do all they can, but to hold on to it. As they use their power to seduce and manipulate, many of you get stronger with your positive intentions. If that's your intention, it does help with that. It makes it easier to see these manipulations. Because as you see more, it's harder for them to fake things out. It's just like a parent looking at a child. It's like, I know what you're doing. It's the same thing. You're looking at them as a parent, actually, where they once thought they were, the parent. The elites are now looking, yes, quite scared. They're still here. They're going to act tough as much as they can, but they don't have the energy as they used to. So some of you are, yes, why you're having difficulties is you're noticing a lot. You're seeing a great deal of it. So, blessings to you. Greetings. We are the human collective of your planet. Human consciousness. Human consciousness is at war with itself. Now, human consciousness made deals with alien beings. Not everybody, of course, but some in power did so. Something you've already heard. Your Atlanteans made a deal with the devil themselves to stay in power, because the Atlanteans were defeated by various different alien beings. They did not want to be named at this time. Were defeated. And the Atlanteans that wanted to survive sold themselves out. Not all, but some did. Because they wanted to continue in this reality with some kind of... if they had to be here, they'll choose darkness or death. They'd rather choose darkness than death. So they built a lot of your infrastructures, shut down your Egypt as it was a flourishing place, found a way to break it down, to create these false societies. Even Greece was taken down also, where Rome was, because Rome lost its creativity, so it had to steal it from Greece, because Rome didn't have, it had the control, but it did not have the creativity. Even its gods is even stole. So, yes, I would say Atlantean mischief. Basically, a lot of the Atlanteans that used to be very positive lost their power, wanted their power back, and were sold by demonic energies. Because they wanted that power back in some form or another, and so they sold their souls. a lot of them went into the biblical Bible age also to program that. So they gave themselves. They're still trapped here, but they create the Bible Codex and mind control within it. Now there's positives there, but of course it made it difficult to fully see the full story, as a lot of things are being hidden in front of you. So Atlantean blood is still here. Well, some of them wanted to be gods, continue that, no matter their sacrifice of themselves. Is there regret? Of course there's regret. Is it Machu Picchu shows more of the positive side. Notice how Machu Picchu is up in the air, away from the chaos, having no other. It's like, as Atlantean beings, they still had their higher vibration. Some of them were cat people. Not all of them were human. I mean, humanoid cat people, but they were human. They were different types. But the feline, human, Atlantean, yes, are running for their lives. As their vibrations were lowering, they created all they could to keep their vibration going, to keep the vibration of others I wish to remember. And they just no longer can keep their energy high anymore, as the Earth was going through war. And this was so. Machu Picchu is one of the last places that were actually taken down in Atlantean time frame. High up in elevation, just high up, just hidden away from all of this. Of course, they were seen, but difficult to get to. So human consciousness currently, yes, is very much materialistic. They are their things, aren't they? Which is, many are coming artificial intelligence beings right now. They're part of the collective. For once again, the curses of the past, wanting to have it all. Even the lottery is part of that have it all mentality. What exactly are you signing up for when you have it all? At least on a financial level. And of course, the finance is a false energy, really, when it gets down to it. But that has not been quite healed just yet. It's a tool. Money is a tool. It can be used for positive, used for negative, and eventually be vanished. When the Earth, only way it will really vanish is when the Earth really goes into a higher vibration, as many of you already know. Getting there is going to be very difficult. Because the mindset of humans, the human collective, the majority, yes, is run by fear, but many are actually being threatened in astral to keep themselves at that level, meaning that they do have families and a lifestyle. And when they go into the awakening state, they don't want to lose that. They don't want to lose what they enjoy now. What little enjoyment that they have, they don't want to let those things go. Like if you're, especially have an addiction of some kind. As you know, there's many addictions here. One of the reasons why humans are the way they are is addiction. To various many things. We're not going to go into details of what those things are. So if you have your awakening in astral, those addictions become non-addictive, or just, you instantly get attacked, basically. As many of you experience in your own lives. Because the beings that are controlling this reality, you found a doorway out of it. And of course, they're going to come down and get you. Those that are running. So reptilian vibrations, yes, is part of a mentality keeping this reality going. They pull energies from the moon, of course. It programs society. The moon is a sphere of many things, of positive but also negative, of course. It's used for somebody. It's an alien device, basically. I mean, moons are there to help terraform planets also. with the right type of technologies. You just do it from the moon, use technologies from the moon to terraform planets. Of course, you can send probes to a planet to bring the terraforming energy, but the moon can be used for that also. So, or crash a moon into the planets, whatever it might be. It all depends on how it's been designed. So you say yes, the moon is an alien entity. So there's always going to be different levels of it. And the sun is source, God's source energy to make everything occur. So that is all we have right at this point. It's exhausting just for us to say anything. Yeah, because we're so... Because there's a lot of human suffering, of course, being pulled into manipulations to be something that human nature is not, superficial, fake, all the things that some of you can obviously see right through. I mean, societies are being used against themselves, as you know, internally. As you go into your spiritual development, you know how difficult it is just to keep yourselves at your own vibration, keep your own sanity. And a lot of souls here just don't have the energy for that. It's just too hard for them to continue to fight to know there's a better world out there. Instead of that, why just be a part of it? Eventually, many will come around, of course. Blessings. Greetings to you. Yes, we are from an alternative future. We are time travelers. We are Palladian. In your future, yes, there's... Well, I'm not sure if you want to hear about your future. Where your DNA, yes, is more clear, of course. Where you can actually see your chakras. Well, you can still see your body, but you can tune in to like see through yourself to see your chakras more clearly. You can also see your intestines if you want to, so that you have an ailment. You also feel around those intestines and feel like if one's not feeling so good, you can actually send healing energy to that in your future life. Now, is there money in the future? Well, yes and no. Your timeline obviously is holding on to it because it's an obsession to create things. There's nothing wrong with that. Your elite energy, your Illuminati are embedded into the money system. I believe this many of you know. Actually, their blood is connected to it. The blood of others, of course, and their own, but mostly the blood of others. So, but in your presidential situation, we can't go into details of what's going on now. Yeah, he's going for a new reunification. Well, there will be a time where, yes, you have a White House and a spaceship being to land on top of it. Or in the White House lawn, but mostly be on the roof. Just in case it rains. That's a joke. But yeah, a lot of your structures become more futuristic as the technologies are allowed to become onto your Earth. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to be out of this of problems, as many just can't wait to get to that. This world's always going to have some kind of conflict. It's its nature. Problems is kind of like what keeps it out of trouble. Of course, it's going through a lot of trouble right now. A problem for free Earth is very difficult when you have all these different beings here that have their problems here. It's like once you clear out one problem, another one will find itself here. So it doesn't. Well, it's this world has longevity, like you and I believe. It's always going to be around, even in higher dimensions. It's still going to have difficulties. Yes, you don't come out of this instantly. You don't go into the 5D and have no issues. there's still going to be problems there. As many feel like it's just going to be a paradise, what do you do with yourself? It's still going to be challenges. It's going to be fifth dimensional challenges. It's going to be very unlike any other world. So you still have a ways of healing this planet. Well, this world is like anything else. Yes, that is true. Your presidential situation or government, it's more about your government and your presidential. Well, your government has a lot of corruption. Yes, it has a lot of demonic beings attached to it. It has a lot of time travelers that come in to go and do. Even some of its staff are time travelers. Obviously, we can't go into details of that. And some of them have been on television without going into details. Some of them, one of them is named Steve. I believe it was just banned recently. Some don't even know that there are time travelers, but they are. Yeah, they come here to help make right what once went wrong, you can say. So you're understanding your secret space program connections, which is excellent, but also time travel programs. There's still kind of a mystery here. Obviously, because it's very deep. But as you go, I mean, your future is inevitable to be know about time traveling vibrations. But there are people here from the future. And you already call them aliens, but they're actually reincarnated here. They found a way to, yes, time travel here, but they're still from your future. But they're actually called time travelers. Now you have aliens here from the future incarnated. Yes, this is a little bit different. Time traveling beings that seeing timelines has just gone insane. So you have a lot of time travelers here to help you align you to a more positive timeline. So, yeah, they study the past. Now, how does a chaotic world create a time traveling world when everything is in chaos? Well, it's a little bit complicated, but your elites always have, it always finds a way to be created. So it technically exists now. It's easier to go into the past than in the future. But if you're in the future, as you know, it's easier to go into your past where you're at now. So, yes, that'll be slowly unraveled. There's time traveling facilities that are in the bad neighborhoods in the future. They're all over the place. But there's a government time traveling program. Obviously, to cause harm, but also here to cause good. So, they find a way to be born here and to assist your Earth in its ascension process. It's kind of complicated. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to make known. So, in your direction, well, you can tap into those energies. So, we'll just leave you with that. But yes, your current world chaos timeline, or yes, it is. Yes, a holiday that was unexpected. That's going to last all year round. Yes, this is a year we've all been waiting for, actually. Blessings.